The movie starts with a girl named Myra, who is living a happy life with her husband. They have a niece named Vanya, whom they adopted. A few days ago, Vanya's parents died in a strange way. Myra and Aiden love Vanya very much, but she still misses her mom and is always sad. Aiden has a toy factory where he makes and sells dolls. A few days ago, he made a doll named Sabrina, and kids are very excited to buy it. Aiden made another version of the Sabrina doll for his wife, which was really amazing. Myra loved this gift from Aiden. The scene changes, and we see Vanya at her school. There, a boy named Dato is playing a game called Charlie Charlie. He is calling his grandmother's spirit into the real world with this game. Vanya is amazed to see this. Dato tells Vanya that people have to pray to end the game, so the spirits can go back. Dato also tells Vanya about an iOS app that can find spirits. Vanya borrows the Charlie Charlie game board from Dato. Then, we see Vanya using the game to call her mother's spirit into this world. Vanya thinks her mother's spirit has come into the real world. The iOS app starts to find this spirit. Of course, this app is fake, and she sees her Aunt Myra instead of her mom. Myra puts Vanya to sleep in her room and gives her the Sabrina doll before she sleeps. When Vanya falls asleep, we see the doll's eyes move. This means a spirit really came from the Charlie Charlie game and is inside the Sabrina doll. The next day, the Sabrina doll is seen moving and changing places by itself. Vanya gets scared seeing this. At night, when Vanya uses the iOS app again, she sees a spirit that is actually a dummy. Then, a spirit pulls Vanya into the closet. Vanya tells Myra about this in the morning, but her aunt says her mom Andini is no longer in this world. But Andini was there. The next night, Myra sees Andini in her house. Suddenly, she turns into a monster. She tries to kill Myra. Myra screams and runs away. Aiden comes there after hearing her. The monster attacks both of them. It doesn't let them go, but somehow they save their lives and run away. Now they know that a monster is living in their house, so they go to meet paranormal experts Mrs. Laris and her husband Mr. Renard. Mrs. Laris goes with them immediately. There, she tries to send Andini back to her world using the Charlie Charlie game. In the meantime, the board catches fire and starts burning. The lights in the house go out. In the dark, the monster takes over Vanya and attacks Mrs. Laris, stopping her. She somehow escapes the attack and gets the monster out of Vanya's body, but the monster is free and attacks them all. There, they all fight. Mrs. Laris locks the monster in the same house. She makes a mistake by taking the Sabrina doll with her outside, and the monster comes outside with them in the doll. Laris recognizes the monster and says the monster's name is Bagia. It's not a normal spirit, but a monster's child. It's very powerful. Here we learn about the death of Vanya's parents. Laris says Bagia controlled Vanya's mom, and she also killed her father. Mrs. Laris and Mr. Renard somehow managed to send Bagia back to its world, but Andini also died during this time. Vanya called Andini using the Charlie Charlie game. That's why the Bagia monster came back to our world. There's only one way to kill Bagia. Laris used a special knife she inherited to attack it in its real form. This knife was made to kill Bagia. Renard had this knife. He found it many years ago in a cave, where the monster itself had hidden it. The next day, the Bagia monster becomes active again and takes over Myra. Myra attacks everyone with the knife, but they manage to bring Myra back home. Here, Laris tries to remove the demon from Myra. We find out that Bagia was first called into this world by a human. The story changes. Many years ago, Aiden had a brother named Arka. Their father had a toy company, and he liked Arka's toys the most. This made Aiden jealous. When their father died, he gave 60% of his property to Arka and only 40% to Aden. This made Aiden worried. He went to a wizard because he wanted to kill his brother using black magic. He wanted all the property. The wizard called the Bagia monster into our world. This monster wanted a human body. Bagia tried to take over Arka, but it couldn't. So Bagia took over Arka's wife, Andini. Andini and Arka were Vanya's parents. When Laris fought Bagia, Andini and Arka both died. Aden was responsible for the death of Vanya's parents. The Bagia monster needed another human body. It took over Aiden because his body was strong. The possessed Aiden attacks everyone, but Renard somehow removes the demon from his body. Now the demon attacks Laris in its real form, but she kills it with the inherited knife. At the end of the movie, the police arrest Aiden, and Myra and Vanya live happily. Soon after, Laris and Renard get news about another possessed doll, and they get another case. Nothing else is shown, and the movie ends.